The multiverse theory. How many parallel worlds could possibly exist? It's been said that there's an infinite amount of possibilities in this world, and scientists have discovered some mind-boggling concepts to prove it. The multiverse theory proposes that our universe isn't the only one, but instead, there are millions, if not more, parallel worlds with their own galaxies, stars and planets existing alongside our own reality. But how many parallel worlds could possibly exist? And what kinds of laws hold these universes together? Here is some information on the multiverse theory and if parallel universes could possibly exist. One of the most fascinating pieces of science fiction is the idea that there are other universes that exist alongside our own. These parallel worlds, or parallel universes as they're also known, might be almost exactly like ours, except for a few small differences, or radically different from ours altogether. But what does science say about these alternate realities, and could there actually be more than just one universe out there? What is the multiverse theory? The multiverse theory is the idea that there are many other universes in addition to our own. These universes might be very different from ours, or they may be versions of our universe that exist due to differences such as slight changes in the laws of physics. The term multiverse was first coined by physicist Paul Davies in 1983, but the idea has been around for a long time before this. One way we know that it might be possible to have multiple parallel universes is because quantum mechanics allows for events to happen without any causes and without any reasonable predictability. If a single event can happen with no cause, then it is conceivable that multiple parallel events could also happen. Another argument in favor of the multiverse theory is based on entropy and thermodynamics. How many parallel worlds could exist? According to the multiverse theory, there may be an infinite number of parallel worlds. Some physicists believe that when particles collide and form a new particle, the quantum system splits to form two identical systems. In other words, one of these worlds was created by the collision of two particles and another was not. If this is true, then there are an infinite number of parallel worlds in existence because every time any particle collides and forms a new particle, it creates a new world. Is the multiverse possible? While the idea of a multiverse might seem too far-fetched to be true, scientists are starting to take it seriously. The existence of our universe has yet to be explained by science. For example, dark matter and dark energy exist but cannot be measured or seen. Scientists are starting to believe that these things may not just exist in our universe but also outside of it in what is called the multiverse. The multiverse would explain how there can be an infinite number of parallel universes with different versions of Earth and different laws of physics like ours. If this is true, there could potentially be an infinite number of parallel worlds that we live on which have never come into contact with each other because they're existing on separate planes in another dimension. Who proposed the multiverse theory? A parallel universe is the hypothetical set of physical laws and constants that would have resulted in a reality different from the one which we inhabit. The theory has been around since at least the late 19th century, when Max Tegmark argued against the Copernican principle, which posits that there is no center to our universe. In Tegmark's view, every point in space has a corresponding point in time. This idea was later developed by Hugh Everett III, who proposed his many worlds or many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Everett argued that quantum decoherence reveals not a single universe but rather an infinite number of universes, each with its own complete physical description. What is Stephen Hawking's multiverse theory? Stephen Hawking was a British physicist and the author of A Brief History of Time. He has a theory about the existence of parallel universes. His theory states that there is not just one universe, but multiple universes. These universes can exist in what's known as different dimensions. So, if you were living in one of these parallel universes right now, you wouldn't even know it because your reality would be so vastly different than ours. Your life would play out differently in many ways, including the time you were born and what happened to you throughout your life. And it doesn't stop there. Since each parallel universe is an alternate version of our own world with its own timeline and history, it also means that each universe has its own set of natural laws as well. How many types of multiverses are there? Is there more than one universe? It's no longer a stupid question. How may several universes be created, and will we ever find evidence for their existence, one way or another? Talk about broadening your horizons, you have no idea what awaits you. It's known as a multiverse. Real universes can be created in a variety of ways in the multiverse. The multiverse is a fictitious collection of numerous universes. These universes combine to form everything that exists, including space, time, matter, energy, information, and the physical laws and constants that characterize them. The various universes inside the multiverse are referred to as parallel universes, other universes, alternative universes, or many worlds. Final thoughts. Scientists and philosophers have been debating the existence of parallel worlds since the early 1900s. We do know for sure that our universe is a multiverse, which means it has many universes within it. And these universes could have their own set of physical laws, matter, and everything else. As for how many multiverses there are altogether in the big picture, we can't say for sure. But what we do know is that this possibility provides an incredible opportunity to explore other possibilities as well as ourselves. Well, there you have our information on the multiverse theory. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next video.